What is up, team? Welcome back to Probability Rules. Let's go through one example that we actually was our homework assignment earlier. I'm going to do it off to the side over here. That has to do with baseball. So, in talking about baseball, there's a homework problem that was called Baseball Probabilities. And in that problem, we actually learned about a person named Willie. And here we see that Willie hits the ball, or has a chance of hitting the ball, I should say, has a 1 out of 3 chance of hitting the ball every time he's up to bat. Now, in this problem, the main questions are, given Willie has 2 at-bats, so he gets 2 chances in one game. We want to find what are the odds that Willie gets 2 hits, and what are the odds that Willie gets no hits, and what are the odds that Willie only gets 1 hit. Well, to solve these, let's just start with following some of these rules and see where we get. The first rule is we need to take the probability of Willie getting a hit, which is 1 over 3. I'm just using some notation. So this notation specifically, you can read the probability of a hit is 1 over 3. That's how you would read this phrase. Well, the complement to getting a hit is not getting a hit, right? So what's the opposite of that, of not the event? If I'm getting a hit, the complement of that is no hit. And if I have a 1/3 chance of actually hitting the ball, that means I have a 2/3 chance of not hitting it. This is known as the complement of hitting. Okay. Now, in the case of this problem, we're going to be using the complement, but not quite right away. So let's try answering some of these questions. Number 1, what is the probability of getting 2 hits? Well, if Willie ends up coming up to bat 2 times in a game, so I'm going to go over here, first at bat, and then over here, the second at bat, and I want 2 hits, well, Willie would then need to get a hit in his first one and get a hit in his second one. There's no other pattern or combination of him getting 2 hits in this game, given that he only has 2 at-bats. So this would actually be 1/3 of the chance, and if we remember, this would be the product rule. We would be multiplying 1/3, which would give us a probability of 1/9. There's a 1 out of 9 chance that Willie will get 2 hits in a game. By using the product rule, we could see that he needs 1 hit his first at-bat and another hit his second at-bat. Number 2 states that Willie wants no hits. I don't know why he would want no hits. That doesn't sound very productive in a baseball game. But here, if we do the same thing that we did before, we have his first at-bat and we have his second at-bat. We want to see Willie get no hit. And again, because he only has 2 at-bats, we want him to also get another no hit. Well, the odds of him getting no hit is 2 out of 3. This is the time where we use the complement of what we found earlier and do that again because we want him to not hit twice, and we end up with a probability of 4/9. If we keep going, number 3 is a little bit trickier, the probability of getting 1 hit. Now, here's an issue, because if we only have, you know what, the time is going to run out on my video. Watch the solution to this on the next one coming out. It'll be out. Should be on the page. It should be the next video that pops up. Get ready for it, because this one is an important probability that we're going to be finding together.